Hello, sir.
Hello, dear children. Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. So in the previous class, we were dealing with linear equations. Okay. Now, from what I can remember, I think we have completed. Have we completed the linear equation? Let me just check. Mm, yes, looks like it. Yep. Yeah, yeah. So we did the theoretical part of like the textbook part from the linear equation. So today, what I'll be doing today, I'll be solving the worksheet of linear equation. So as I've already told you in the previous class, I had stopped the worksheet of, wait just a minute. Yeah. The previous chapter. So identities, factors. So that chapter I stopped in between. I told you that I'll be continuing the chapter after a while because I felt that we will have to complete a couple of chapters before we go into that particular chapter. Okay. So that's why I'm doing linear equations first. Okay. And we'll be dealing with equations a little bit and then we'll be going towards the identities, factors, identities, expansion, and so on. Okay. Let me just open just a minute.
Sir, before doing the worksheet, can we do simultaneous equation because in the worksheet both are given together.
Oh, I see. Let me just check. Thank you for bringing that up. Linear and simultaneous equation it is. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, then it makes sense. We'll do the simultaneous equations as well, and then we'll be going further. Okay. So, speaking about simultaneous equations, so in the previous class, what did we do? We learned about linear equation. So, in the linear equation, we understood that these equations they generally have x, not x square, only x. Okay. So, the maximum power of the x is basically one. We say that it is in the order of one, and hence it is like all the linear equations will have x, a maximum x ka power as one only. Okay. Next, we'll be learning about simultaneous equations. Now, what is simultaneous equations? Equations which are satisfied simultaneously. Simultaneously means at the same time. By the same unique solution are called as simultaneous equation. For example, if you have x plus y is equal to 8 and you also have, sorry, x minus y is equal to 2. So you have two numbers who are satisfying two different equations simultaneously. Now, what are the two numbers? In this case, they have found the answer as 5 and 3. So if I substitute 5 instead of x, and if I substitute 3 instead of y, in this case, when I add 5 plus 3, I'll get 8. Very good. Then when I subtract 5 minus 2, as over here, because I have x minus 5. So again, I'll substitute 5 instead of x and 3 instead of y. And when I subtract them, obviously 5 minus 3, I'll be getting 2. So which means 5 comma 3 or 5 comma 3 is a unique solution, which means a single solution which can satisfy both the equations. Okay. Now, how to solve simultaneous equation? So in order to solve the simultaneous equation, it is necessary to eliminate one of the two variables. Because there are, see, here we have two variables. Previously, we learned about linear equation which had only one variable. Here we have two variables. Now, handling two variables definitely will not be easy. So what we have to do, we have to, you know, play with the equations such that one of them is eliminated. Now, how do we eliminate? I'll discuss. Okay. Now, in this case, what I would have done in order to eliminate one of the variables, I would have simply added both the equations. In this case, let me say this is equation one, and let me say this is the equation two. So if I'll add one and two, so I'll be writing x plus y is equal to 8. Then I'll be adding with the next equation, that is x minus y is equal to 2. So I'll first add LHS and LHS together. So x plus x, I'll be getting 2x. Y minus y will be 0. What happened over here? Here y got eliminated. So how did I eliminate y? By adding these two equations. So when I'll add, obviously in the right hand side also I'll have to add only. So when I'll add 8 and 2, I'll get 10 over here. 2x is equal to 10, which means x is equal to 10 by 2, which gives me 5. So I got the value of x as 5. Here also x is equal to 5. I got the value of x as 5 because sorry, because I first eliminated y. That's when I got the value of x. So, so every time we have to do the same. We have to eliminate one. You can add the equation, subtract the equation, or do some multiple operations. I'll tell you what are the operations which we are going to do. We'll be dealing with them one by one. Now, yeah. So, as it is to be eliminated. Now, first of all, we'll have to either add these two equations or subtract these two equations. Anything we can do. This process where we are adding or subtracting the equations in order to eliminate one of the variables. We call this method as method of elimination. Now, let's consider examples so that we'll be, thorough with the method itself. Now, in this case, you have two equations, x plus y is equal to 12 and x minus y is equal to 2. So, in these two equations, obviously, if I wish to eliminate y, I can simply add them. If I'll add them, the y automatically gets eliminated and I'll get the value of x. Now, there is one more method. So, some people might think, sir, instead of adding, what if we will subtract? Now, in this case, see, normally when we subtract, it's not compulsory ki every time the variable should get eliminated. No, it's not so easy. We'll have to think. Sometimes addition only can eliminate, subtraction will not eliminate. Sometimes subtraction eliminates, but addition will not eliminate. So we'll have to think and do either addition or subtraction. कोई एक ही काफी है, दोनों करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Whichever eliminates one variable, that we have to do. So that's the summary. Okay. Now in this case, could I have subtracted? Yes, I could have subtracted. Subtraction was also an option in this case. Now this is the first equation. I'll subtract it with the second equation. The second equation is x minus y is equal to 2. Now when I subtract, basically what happens? The negative sign, enters, like, affects each and every variable on the second line. Like, for example, this was plus x initially, it was only x. Now this negative sign will make it minus x. Now this was minus y initially. The negative sign will make it plus y. As you know, the negative sign basically inverts the sign. This was plus 2 initially. The negative sign will make it minus 2. So what happens over here in this case, x now, two negative signs, you'll get confused. So x minus x, in this case, x got eliminated. Then what happened over here? You have, you have y. Yeah. You have y over here and again plus y. Y plus y, you'll get 2y. See, this was negative initially. Because of the outside negative sign, common negative sign, it became positive. Okay. So you can ignore this. So it's y plus y, 2y. And over here you have 12 minus 2, you have 10. So y's value is equal to 5. Okay. This was also a method to find the value of y. Anyway, so coming back to the original point of discussion. So in this case, they have added these two equations. After adding, when they solved, they got the value of x as 7. Now, I've already taught you one method to find the y. Another method of finding y is what? Whatever value of x you have got, you can substitute either in any equation. Either you can substitute, put x's value over here and find the value of y, or you can put the value of x over here and find the value of y. In both the cases, you will get the value of y. So what they have done is basically they've substituted the value of x in this particular equation. As you can see, this is the equation. So it's like x plus y is equal to 12, this and this. Okay. Now, instead of x, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 7, as we have already discussed. 7 plus y is equal to 12. So I take 7 to the other side. It will become 12 minus 7 is equal to 5. So I got the value of y as 5. So with this method also, I'll be getting y's value as 5 only. With this method also, I'll be getting y's value as 5. So whichever method you use, it doesn't matter. You're going to get the same answer. Hence, we say the solution set is 7, 5 because the x's value comes first and y's value comes second. This was one example. इसमें किसी को कोई डाउट है?
No, sir.
Okay, that's good. Now, I'll take you to the second example. Now, in the second example, again, you have two equations. 2x plus y is equal to 11 and x plus y is equal to 6. So in this case, you've written to both the equations. You understood that the adding is not going to help. Hence, what did we do? We did subtracting. So we are free to do anything, either addition or subtraction, doesn't matter at all. So in this case, when I did subtraction, as you know, the sign changed. Here, x initially was positive, it became negative. Y initially was positive, it also became negative. 6 initially was positive, it also became negative. Now what happened? 2x minus x, you'll get x. Y minus y gets cancelled. 11 minus 6, 5.
Sir, I have a
Sorry.
doubt.
Yep, Satyaj, tell me.
I have a doubt. In the second one, they say by subtracting equation 2 from equation 1, but in the answer it's given adding, like there's the plus sign.
Okay, I'll explain what that logic is. So basically, what did they do? First of all, they have written both the equations. The first equation is 2x plus y is equal to 11, and the second equation is x plus y is equal to 6. Now, before putting the subtraction sign, they are declaring what are the signs of each term. This term is having a positive sign, this term is having a positive sign, and this is also having a positive sign. Now, when we introduce a negative sign, subtraction, because of the subtraction, all the signs are going to change. This will become negative from positive, this will become negative from positive, this will become negative from positive. So we can
Hmm.
ignore the top signs then. Okay. So that's what they have done.
Okay.
Positive and then negative. So initially, why this positive? They have not added. Why this positive? They are basically trying to say that x is a positive value, y is a positive value, 6 is a positive value, hence positive everywhere. Do you understand?
Okay.
See, it's the same thing. What I have written and what they have written.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Okay. So yeah, from here we got x equal to 5. Now this x ka value you can put anywhere. Either you put over here or you put over here. It doesn't matter. Wherever you put when you'll solve, you'll get the value of y. So once you get x and y, your answer is complete. That's it. इतना clear है सबको? Okay. Third question. Sorry. Uh, so 2x plus 3y is equal to 7 and 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. So as you can see, so previously we had an advantage. यहाँ पर भी अगर y है तो यहाँ पर भी y है. So we know कि numbers दोनों का same है. So here also they have 1y and here also they have 1y. Previously, so in that case, it was very easy for us. Either we simply add them or we simply subtract them. कोई ना कोई तो cancel हो ही जाता है. But now in this case, they have numbers and they have different numbers. This has 2 times x and this has 3 times x. This has 3 times y and this has 4 times y. So even if we add them, none of them are going to get cancelled. Even if we subtract them, none of them are going to get cancelled because the numbers are different. Even if we'll subtract them, what will happen? 2x minus 3x. It is not going to cancel. 3y minus 4y. It is not going to cancel. So in any which ways, the cancellation is not going to happen directly. So in that case, we analyze that both the variables have different coefficients. We understood कि उनको दो अलग-अलग coefficients है. तो फिर what we are supposed to do, we are first of all supposed to select a variable which we want to cancel. पहले decide कर लो कि भाई कौन सा variable cancel करना है. चलो, I am deciding कि I wish to cancel x. Now how can I cancel x? मैं जानता हूँ कि प्लस या माइनस करने से मैं कैंसिल कर सकता हूँ, प्रोवाइडेड these numbers should be equal to each other, मतलब उन दोनों को सेम करना है. Just like how fractions में when we wish to add something, what we do, we basically make sure that denominators are same on both ends. Similarly, over here also, we'll have to try that the coefficients are same. Now, this one is having 2 and this one is having 3. So, in order to make them same, first I'll take LCM of 2 and 3. Now, the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Now, then I'll try to make this as well as this equal to 6. So, in order to make 2 को 6 बनाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? I'll have to multiply this by 3. So obviously बात है कि I cannot multiply only the first variable with 3. If I'm multiplying, I'll have to multiply the whole equation by 3. Left hand side, complete left hand side, I'll have to multiply by 3, and complete right hand side also I'll have to multiply by 3. So that is the beauty of math. We are allowed to do certain adjustments. The only condition is whatever we are doing on the left side, we'll have to do it with everyone on the left side as well as on the right side. Okay. Anyway, now coming back, so hence they said multiply equation 1 by 3. So the whole equation 1 is going to be multiplied by 3. So this 2 becomes 6. Now, see, as you can see over here, this came. 2 became 6 multiplied by 3. 3 became 9. 7 became 21. Now, this is your new equation. We'll call it as equation number 3. Similarly, this second equation, this also will have to bring it to 6. That's the target, right? So in order to bring this 3 to 6, I'll have to multiply the whole thing by 2. So that 2 into 3 is 6. So when I multiply, I get the second equation. 2 into 3, 6x. 2 into 4, 8y. 2 into 10, 20. So now I have two equations. Now, and both the equations are having a common number so that when I subtract with each other, they will get cancelled. Now, the next step is subtraction. Now, in order to subtract, first of all, I'll write 6x plus 9y equal to 21. In the next line, I'll write 6x plus 8y is equal to 20. Now, while subtracting, this positive becomes negative, this positive becomes negative, this positive becomes negative. That will give me 6 minus 6, 0, 9 minus 8, 1 by 21. 21 minus 21. So this is the value of y. Once you get the value of y, you're free to substitute this y anywhere. Either you can substitute over here, or you can substitute over here, or you can substitute over here, or you can substitute over here. So in any of the four equations, you are free to substitute your wish. जहां पर भी आपको ठीक लग रहा है, easy लग रहा है, substitute करो, get the answer. When you substitute the value of y and solve, you will get the value of x, which is x equal to 2. Am I clear?
Sir, doubt.
Yep, tell me.
Sir,
Hmm.
can you tell that multiplication part again?
Sure. So, my dear children, since you have two equations and you have to eliminate one term, so elimination कब होता है? Whenever you have two same terms, then only you can eliminate by subtracting them, obviously. है ना? So, your first target is to create two same terms. Now, how do we create two same terms? Just like what we do for the fractions when we subtract or add them. It's the same method. We take LCM and we try to multiply and bring that LCM on both sides.
Yes,
The
sir.
same on both terms. The same thing we are going to do over here also. Now, in this case, we understood that the first equation is having 2 times x and the second equation is having 3 times x. So, in order to cancel x, I will have to make both of them same number. So, first I took the LCM of those two numbers. LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. So, now I
Yes.
have decided कि okay fine, I have to make both of them 6. अभी फर्स्ट इक्वेशन में 2 को 6 करना है. Which number should I multiply this with? 2 को 6 करने के लिए which number should I use to multiply?
3.
3, absolutely. So hence, what did I do? I multiplied the whole first equation with 3 because my intention was to make this 2x equal to 6x. Do you understand? The same logic I've used for the second equation also. In the second equation, in the second equation, I already have 3x. उसको भी 6x बनाने का है. So the only target is to multiply it by 2. So I'll multiply the whole equation by 2. So that's the second point. Multiply equation 2 by 2.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Understood. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, fourth, okay, that's the same only, the repetition. Find the two numbers. Yeah. Now, fifth problem. Here we have a word problem. The word problem goes like this. We'll have to find the two numbers whose sum is 11 and difference is 3. So we have to consider the first number is x and the second number is y. Now they have said that the sum of x and y is 11. So your first equation will be x plus y is equal to 11. They have said that the difference of both the numbers is 3. So your second equation will be x minus y is equal to 3. And rest you know. Since you have two equations, now you simply add them. Y gets cancelled, you'll get the value of x. You substitute x's value anywhere, you'll get the value of y. And that's how you understood the two numbers are 7 and 4. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, the total cost of 6 books and 4 pencils is 34. And that of 5 books and 5 pencil is 30. Find the cost of each book and each pencil. So let me consider the cost of each book is x and the cost of each pencil is y. Now the total cost of 6 books. So 6 multiplied by cost of each book is 6x and means plus 4 multiplied by cost of each pencil is y. That gives you 4y. Is means equal to and then you have 34. Hence your first equation. 6x plus 4y equal to 34. Similarly, your second equation states 5 books and 5 pencils. So 5 multiplied by number of books, the cost of book, plus 5 multiplied by cost of pencil equal to 30. So that goes 5x plus 5y equal to 30. Okay. Now, since again it's the same story, you have two different equations where the numbers are not matching. So in this case, you'll have to again match the numbers. So you can decide what to do in this case. In this case what to do. So that's when I observed, like, see, that's when I observed कि okay fine यार ये भी 5 है ये भी 5 है ये भी मतलब this is also multiple of 5. So what we can do, we can divide the whole second equation by 5. What happens? This 5x becomes x, 5y becomes y, and 30 becomes 6. The equation becomes smaller. Smaller the equation, it is easy for us to handle the equation. So wherever you feel you can make the equation smaller, you do it. Even this equation also can be made smaller by dividing everything by 2. But here they have not done. If you want, you can do that. It's not a problem. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just do it. I'll just divide everything by 2. I'll get 3x plus 2y is equal to 17. So this is the first equation. Did you understand what I've done? Quit out.
No, sir.
Wonderful. So now I have another equation x plus y is equal to 6. Now in this case, my target is to just match the x or y. So either I can multiply this equation by 2 and match y's with this, or I can multiply this equation by 3 and match x with this. Whichever is convenient I can do. It doesn't matter कौन सा करना, it totally doesn't matter. जो भी आपको ठीक लगे आप वो कर सकते हैं. Now in this case, what I'm going to do is I'll be multiplying this equation by 2, that will give me 2x plus 2y is equal to 12. Now I have two equations where these y's are matching. So I have to eliminate y, which means I have to, in this case, I'll have to add या subtract. क्या करना होगा?
Sir, subtract, I think.
सब्ट्रैक्ट, यस वेरी गुड,
Subtract.
सब्ट्रैक्ट करने से ही कैंसिल हो जाएगा. सो मैं सब्ट्रैक्शन करूंगा तो सबका साइन चेंज हो जाएगा. दिस वाज पॉजिटिव, इट विल बिकम नेगेटिव. दिस वाज पॉजिटिव, इट विल बिकम नेगेटिव. दिस वाज पॉजिटिव, इट विल बिकम नेगेटिव. देन व्हाट हैपेंस? 3 minus 2 x, 2 minus 2 cancel, equal to 17 minus 12 5.
Sir,
Yep.
if we decide to cancel x,
Mm-hmm.
then how will the equation go?
Yeah, I'll tell you, don't worry. So this is clear, you got x equal to 5, right? Hmm? Now, as somebody was asking, Satish was asking, if I'm not wrong. So you have this equation 2x plus, sorry, 3x plus 2y is equal to 17. This is your one equation. Now this time what I'll do, x plus y is equal to 6, so I'll multiply by 3. Instead of 2, I'll multiply by 3. So that will give me 3x plus 3y is equal to 6 into 3 is 18. So again, the story remains the same. Either you have to add or you have to subtract in order to eliminate. In this case also, I will be subtracting. That will make this negative, this negative, this negative. So ultimately 3 minus 3, 0. 2 minus 3, minus 1. That gives me minus 5.
Okay, so
17
operations
minus,
go on this one.
yes, 18, it goes, what do we say up now? Minus 1, minus minus दोनों cancel होके y is equal to 1. So as you know, here also they have got y is equal to 1 only and x equal to 5 only. We also got x equal to 5 and y is equal to 1. So that's what I said. It
Fine,
doesn't matter.
understood.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which you are eliminating, how you are eliminating. It totally doesn't matter. Just don't perform any kind of calculation mistakes. If you're not performing any calculation mistakes, then every time you'll be getting the correct answer. Sequence doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Now, here is another equation. You have x plus y is equal to 5 and x square minus y square is equal to 5. So, you know very well. So, these are the two equations. Now, regarding x square minus y square, you are very well aware that x square minus y square is basically equal to x plus y into x minus 5. And you know that x plus y's value is 5. So, you can directly substitute x plus y's value over here. So, that will give me 5 multiplied by x minus y is equal to 5. I take 5 to the other side, 5 divided by 5 is 1, hence I get 1 over here. So this is my equation, like equation number 3, and this is my equation number 1. So when you observe equation 1 and 3, as you can see, one is having x plus y and the other one is having x minus y. So you simply have to add these two equations so that you get your answer. So y and y gets cancelled and you will get the answer for x. X ka value will get. Once you get the value of x, you simply substitute it anywhere, wherever you like, and you find the value of y as well. Am I clear or do you have any doubts?
You're clear, sir.
Sir, I did not understand. Can you explain the full thing again?
Sure. So you have two equations. The first equation is x plus y is equal to 5, and the other equation is x square minus y square is equal to 5. 5 or 5, correct. So in this case, see, one is having only x raised to 1 and y raised to 1. The other one is having x raised to 2 and y raised to 2. So you definitely cannot solve them simultaneously because simultaneously solve करने का magic कब होता है? जब cancellation होता है. x और x को आपस में cancel कर सकते हैं. You can cancel x and bring
Yes, sir.
basically eliminate them. But if one is x and the other one is x square, you can never do the elimination part. You can never do the elimination. Okay. So hence you will have to make sure of converting this x square into smaller fraction. Now we know that x square minus y square is equal to x plus y into x minus y, which is
Yes,
equal to
sir.
5. Now here x plus y का value 5 है करके उन्होंने first equation में बोला है. So we'll substitute x plus y का value over here, which is equal to 5. So this will give me 5 over here, x minus y, and then 5 over here also. So that is my this equation. Okay,
Okay, sir. Yes.
So can you explain this again?
sure. So from the start or बीच में से कहीं पे?
Reach message from substituting the values of x plus y from
Sure.
equation 1.
So you have x plus y multiplied by x minus y is equal to 5 you have. Now you already know that x plus y is equal to 5. So you can directly substitute the value of x plus y over here. So instead of x plus y, you substitute 5 and then you have x minus y, which you'll write automatically. And then you have 5 over here. So this is your equation which they have shown over here. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you have, I'll keep x minus y over here. So this multiplied by 5, when I take it to the other side, it becomes divided by 5. That gives me 1 on the right hand side. So x minus 1 x minus y is equal to 1 will be my third equation, as I've already marked. So I have two equations now. What the first equation is x plus y is equal to 5, and the second equation is x minus y is equal to 1. So now you have to solve these equations simultaneously, either by adding or by subtracting, whichever way you sound cool. Do you understand this? Any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Great. ठीक. So we'll solve a couple of problems from the exercise. This is a straightforward problem. It's like now x plus y and x minus y. You simply add them. Y gets eliminated. You'll find the value of x. And since they have asked y, I'll directly subtract them. The x gets eliminated, and I'll find the value of y. Mm, This is also easy. This is also easy. This is difficult. Okay, let's go for this. So, yeah, this has some extra mehnat. So I'll go for this. So what should, matlab, I'll not, ठीक है. What should we do over here? What do you think?
Sir,
So you,
just subtract
huh,
the
LCM.
first
LCM.
equation, sir.
Yeah. The first step is LCM. So whichever elimination you wish to do LCM accordingly. So I'll do one thing. I'll do the elimination for y. So the first one is having 3y and the second one is having 2y. So it doesn't matter whichever I do. But anyway, the first one is having 3y and the second one is having 2y. So what I'll do, I'll try to make them same. So in order to make, so LCM is 6. So I'll have to make it 6. In order to make it 6, I'll have to multiply this equation by 2 and this equation by 3. That's when I get 6y over here and 6y over here. So far, is it clear? Yes, I'm assuming it's clear. So 2x into 2 gives you 4x plus 3y into 2 gives you 6y is equal to 7 into 2 gives you 14. And the next equation is 3x into 3 gives you 9x plus 2 into 3 gives you 6y plus 8 into 3 gives you 24. Now you have to subtract them, which will make plus 9. This was plus 9, it will become minus. This was plus 6, it will become minus. This was plus 24, it becomes minus. Now 4 minus 9 gives you minus 5x. The y terms gets cancelled. 14 minus 24 gives you minus 10. Minus sign gets cancelled. Therefore, x equal to 10 upon 5, which gives you 2. So the value of x is 2. Now you just substitute the value of x anywhere. I'll just substitute it over here. So that gives me 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. Instead of x, I'll substitute 2. So 2 multiplied by 2 plus 3y is equal to 7. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4 plus 3y is equal to 7. 3y will be equal to, I'll take 4 to the other side. That will give me 7 minus 4. So 3y is equal to 3. That gives me y is equal to 3 upon 3, matlab 1. So once I get 1, y is equal to 1 and x equal to 2, you simply have to add them. X plus 2 gives you 2 plus 1, 3. Yes, Dhruv, tell me.
Sir, I
Mm-hmm.
had a doubt in the fifth question.
Okay, I'll just wait for a moment for everyone to write this down and then I'll tell you about
Okay.
it. Okay, let's proceed further. Before we proceed further, our meeting is going to end. Let's do one thing. Let's exit. Wait, Dhruv, what happened?
No, no, sir.
Okay. So let's exit and join again.
My hand.
No problem.